Hey there, Rebecca. It's Mr. Giamini. Just want to do a quick review for you for Box-and-Whisker plot. I know that sometimes we get a little confused when I have an even number of data and an odd number of data in my data set. So I've kind of taken the liberty real quick to put these numbers in order from least to greatest first. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so I have 8 pieces of data. Well, the lower extreme is pretty easy. That's just our minimum. So in this case, it's 17. The upper extreme is our max. That is 50. Now I'm going to rewrite these numbers over here. So we have 17, 23, almost did 32 there, 23, 32, 35, 40, 42, and then two 50s. I'm going to kind of put the 50s right down. Actually, let's just do this. Let's rewrite it so it's a little tighter, because it's easier to look at when they're all in an order there instead of having them in two rows. So we have 42, 50, oops, and another 50. Now, in this case, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 pieces of data. So I really have 8 in my lower extreme, or my lower half, I should say, and 4. I'm sorry, did I say 4? 8. 4 in my lower half, 4 in my upper half. Now, the median of this set of data is the value that's in between 35 and 40. Now, I don't really know, let's say, that what's in between 35 and 40, so what I can do is just find their average. So I just take 35 plus 40, I'll get 75, and then half of 75, so I take 75, divide it by 2, that gives me 3, that's 6, I subtract, that's 1, bring down the 5, that's 7, that gives me 14. That's going to give me 37.5. So that is my, now that, be careful, Rebecca, that's my second quartile. So that's 37.5 is my second quartile. Now when I go to find my first and third quartile, I have to find the median of the lower half and upper half. So I'm looking in between here for the first quartile, between here for the second quartile. And I'm going to do this the same thing I did for this over here. So I'm going to take these two, because they're in the middle of that first half, and I'll take 23 plus 32. I think that gives me 55. Okay, then I would take 55, divide it by 2. That gives me 2. That's a 4. I subtract. That's a 1. Bring down my 5. That gives me 7. That is 14. I subtract. That's a 1. Put a decimal point in that dividend. Bring it up into the quotient. Bring a 0 in that dividend. Drop down a 0. So I know that the first quartile then is 27.5. And I go here, 42 and 50. That gives me, what, 92. Divide 92 by 2, because I don't know exactly, let's say, what's in between 42 and 50. That gives me 4. 8, I'll subtract. That's a 1. Bring down the 2 in the dividend. That's 6. So the third quartile is 46. All right, now that's when I have an even number of data in the data set. Now if I were to go and look at one that has an odd number of data, so I have to erase all this stuff I just did. Apologize for the sloppiness. Okay, now if I look at an odd, so let's see, let me rewrite this and let's see if I can do this right the first time. So we have lower extreme is 18, so we can identify those real quick. Upper extreme is my max, that's 68. Now I can't readily figure out the first, second, and third quartile, so I'm going to rewrite this. 18, 25, 35, 37, 39, 45, and let me scroll that up, 68. Okay, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so now because I have 7, I know that I have 3 pieces of data in my lower half, and then 3 pieces of data in my upper half. So that means my second quartile is 37. Okay, now this is a little bit easier. Now I have my first quartile is 25, and my third quartile then would be 45. Okay, then again, I'm not going to make the box and whisker. I think once you have these established, it makes a little bit more sense. All right, hope this helps you out. Take care. Bye.